Hey everyone, Josh here with Fresh Start Customs, and today I'm going to be showing you how I came up with this custom engraving, how to get the curvature of like a piece of material in your Glowforge. And we're going to be using a pretty unique tool to do this. So what we're going to be using is a digital light box. And what that is this product right here. I'm sorry for the reflections, but this is the only way I can get it on camera here. But this is a digital light box. So what essentially, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights here, and then I'm going to show you guys what this looks like in the dark. Alright, so as you guys can see, I am now in a darker lighting than what it was before. My camera tends to pick up light pretty well here. But you want to get this in as dark of a room as possible, and then go ahead and hit your power button up here in the top left. And as you can see, I got it illuminated now. And what you want to do is you want to measure out from the edge of this black side to the edge of this black side over here with a tape measure. As you can see, I got my tape measure here. Mine comes out to 12¼ inches wide by 8 inches and a quarter tall. And once you know those measurements, you could go off of the measurements that are on here if you want to, but it makes it easier if you measure from the black edges here. What you can do is you can lay your handle of your axe on here. And you want to get as straight of a top-down shot with a camera as possible. So you'll use like your phone or a camera and just get it as much of a straight-on shot as possible. So you may want to just put it more towards the center in this situation. This works better with smaller items that don't go off the edge of the black section here, but this is how I essentially got the curvature of my handle. I took a photo of this, I uploaded it into Illustrator, and then I got that line design from this. So let me show you what this would look like with a smaller item. So let's say we wanted a cardboard cutout of this tool here. You take a photo, a top-down photo here, pull this into Illustrator, trace it out in Illustrator, and then you'll have a perfect cutout, and you can delete the outside edges of this. We're going to jump over to Illustrator really quick. I'm going to show you an example of what I'm talking about here, and we'll see you there. Alright you guys, so as you can see, I am now in Illustrator, and I've got my two examples from earlier. We have this tool here, and we have the axe handle here. Like I said, if you have a smaller item that can stay within the black zone, it's going to work best. And in this photo right here, this is going to work best too if you can take a close-up image and leave just a small thin strip of that black border in there, and you want it to be as straight on as possible. As you can see with this photo of the axe handle here, I backed it off a little bit, and you've got this extra orange or white glow around the edges. You don't want that. So just a heads up on that. The more straight on you can get, and the closer you can get with just the black borders in it, it's going to work better, and I'll show you an example of that here. But whenever you first drag it over to your document page here, it's going to be too small. Like I said earlier, mine is 12¼ by 8¼ with the black edges. So what you want to do is grab your rectangle tool here and create a 12.25 inch by 8.25 inch for my light board. If you get a bigger light board, it may be different. Then click OK, and then I have my square here. We're going to just create a cut line here, just like that. And then all you need to do is size this up now. So you can grab your photo here, and then you can just make this bigger, and you'll want to line it up within that black edge there. So I already did this previously, but essentially what you're going to do is line it up perfectly. So I'm going to delete this really quick, and I'm going to show you the examples what I already did to save us some time. So here's that rectangle that I was telling you about. That's 12.25 by 8.25. And then all I did was maximize that photo and made it as perfect as I could get it in this line. It doesn't have to be 100%, but the closer to 100% you have, the more likely you don't need to make any manipulations here. And then I did do one with the axe handle here with that bad photo that I was telling you about. You can either crop this photo in like Photoshop to make it easier for you. But as you can see, there's some edges that bleed off because this isn't exactly top down. So There may be some manipulation that you'll need to use to get that perfect. So just a heads up on that. So let's start off with the easy one here first. Now that we have the exact measurements we need, you technically don't need that cut line, but I like to leave it there for reference. Select just your photo, choose image trace. If you don't have image trace up here, you can go to window and then go down to image trace and do it there too. But once you have it selected, just hit image trace here. It's going to trace it out. And then you're going to click expand to turn it into a vector. Now it's a vector, so you want to double click on the white section to select it. We're going to go to select, same, fill, and stroke. That's going to select all the white areas, and then we're going to delete it. As you can see, the background is now deleted. Now we can click on the, make sure you're still in the direct selection here. You can click on the outside section, delete that. And now we can highlight our ruler tabs here and delete those as well. And now you have the perfect tool cut out here. So all you need to do is turn this into a cut line and no fill. And there you have it. Now you can manipulate and get rid of extra nodes that you don't need. If you don't need the center here, for example, you can just highlight that and delete those. So you can manipulate it however you want for like a cutout. I would recommend cutting this out on cardboard after you manipulate it how you want. So for example, you can go ahead and get rid of all of these like extra nodes just by using like the pen tool here and removing those. It'll take a little while to do it one by one like that. But that's pretty much the gist of it there. That's how you get the cutout. You do the exact same thing with the axe here. So let me delete this stuff. We'll pull up the axe since we already know it's in the right section. Click on image trace and then expand. Double click the white area again. Select same, fill, and stroke. Delete those. And then this is where it's tricky because the axe overlaps here. You'll actually have to delete some of this. So I always use like the rectangle tool and I kind of line it up where I want it. So let's say we don't want this section here. You can highlight both and then you can use Pathfinder and remove the top by clicking minus front. And then all you got to do is go all the way around all four corners to get your shape here. Once you have your shape out, you do the same thing where you turn it into, let me go back to where I was here. You would turn it into an outline like we did this one, and it would look like the axe handle. And then once you have it created, you can just create your own custom engraving like I did, and then upload it to Glowforge, and it'll look something like this. Each axe handle is slightly different. That's why you see a little bit of a bow up here and a little bit of extra down here. But that's unavoidable. That's just how the axe handles are made. They're all slightly different, but they pretty much work with the same engraving every time. So that's pretty much how you do it, you guys. I hope this helped you out. I can't wait to see what kind of items you guys engrave on and unique looking styles you come up with. Other than that, we'll catch you guys in the next one.